This is what my hair looks like. It needs to be washed. Don't drag me. Don't drag me. Okay, I know my hair needs to be washed. All right. Good. Hey guys, it's me, Tania. Thank you for joining me again today. If you've seen any of my previous videos, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new to the channel and you do not know who I am a certified health coach. I'm also a mental health therapist, and your girl has been locked for 4 years. I actually had my 4-year lock journey anniversary on March 24th, and I was so excited just to reach another milestone because I honestly didn't even realize it was my anniversary when it was coming up. I didn't even realize it was coming up until like literally like a couple weeks beforehand, because you know, when you have locks, I would say longer than maybe 2 years, and I know I'm speaking for some people, not all people, you tend to just forget that they're locks. Sometimes it's just my hair, you know, it's just my hair. They happen to be locks. And you know, I just forgot, and then I started looking at some of my old pictures and videos and stuff like that, and I was like, wow, my hair has come a long way. Okay, and I know that it can be hard to really have that long view perspective of your hair journey when you're starting out, especially if you're starting out with shorter hair. But just keep in mind that your hair is going to change for the better. It's going to grow, it's going to mature, and it's going to blossom. Blossom being the key word here. It's going to reach a point of beauty that you didn't expect, just by the nature of you learning your own hair. And if you decide to DIY taking care of it, and you learn more about yourself in the process. Okay, so I'm going to be shooting out some information to you. Some of it is from personal experience. A lot of it is like, for me, when I first started out, all right, I did a lot of YouTube research, all right? A lot of YouTube research, a lot of talking to people on Instagram who are also starting their lock journeys, who are already in the game. And a lot of this information is just like a mixture between personal experience and just talking and networking with other people, all right? So I don't want you to take any of what I'm saying as law, because it's not. Just my whole goal here with making these videos is just so you can have some inspiration, some encouragement, someone to kiki with about your journey. And I just want you to know that this is your journey, and I want you to take what you can get out of it and then throw the rest away, all right? And these are in no particular order. When you have longer hair from the get-go, just expect that you're gonna have to have more care and more attention on your hair in general when you're starting off with a head full of hair, versus if you were starting off with little locks like this. To understand that the more hair you have, the more you have to pay attention and make sure that the hair is not getting any lint in it. You have to pay attention to the fact that it's a possibility for buildups, or taking extra care not to do anything as far as putting waxy products and things that can contribute to buildup in your hair. There's a lot more room for error when you have longer hair from the get-go. So that's just something that I would keep in mind. A lot of people think, oh, well, I have a long, loose, natural hair, so I'm gonna be able to flex just out the gate. I'm gonna be able to flex out the gate. No, boo boo. Like, you're still going to go through, and I don't even like calling it the ugly stage. And if you want to know more about my thoughts on the ugly stage, you can look at my last video. But you know, everybody got to go through it. Whether you start off with long hair down to your butt,
do you lose these for your butt
with locks, or if you're starting off with little tiny locks, you're gonna have to go through that ugly stage. Everybody has their different experiences within that stage, but everybody goes through it. It's just, I don't want to say a rite of passage, but it's just something that, you know, you have to go through. Anybody who has seen my first day lock picture, they'll know, like, your hair's gonna look every which way. But that's just part of the experience. It took a 1.5 years for my lock to actually look like an actual lock. I started with 2-strand twists, and I really enjoyed the process, because if you sit up here and focus on the fact that your hair doesn't look like locks, and focus on the fact that your hair isn't maturing as fast as other people, your journey is gonna be miserable. And I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. If you have longer hair and you decide to start your own locks and you use the 2-strand twist method, there is a higher likelihood, I'm not saying that it's always going to be that way, but there is a higher likelihood that you will have 2-headed dragons or Congo locks. Now that is not a bad thing necessarily to a lot of people, but if you're like me, that might annoy you when you're trying to do the lock maintenance process, especially if you interlock, because having 2-headed dragons, you have to worry about not only one end going through the root of your lock, you have to worry about 2, and that can be annoying. So just keep that in mind whenever you're starting off with longer hair and you decide to go the 2-strand twist method. You could put yourself in a situation where, you know, you might have to be extra careful whenever you're doing your hair. Now, if you're doing retwist, then this probably is irrelevant to you, but I just wanted to talk to the people who are considering 2-strand twist starting method and, you know, who have longer hair, okay? Now, another thing, expect for your hair when you have longer, looser, natural hair, expect for your hair to shrink up like crazy. Like, it's going to shrink up. Like, I know when I had my loose natural hair, my hair shrank. I had about a 50% shrinkage rate. Like, and that's how my hair was when I locked. I started off with a little bit above bra strap length with my hair when it was loose, and then a week later, my hair was like here. Like right at the end of my neck, like literally. And I was just like, okay. So expect for your hair to shrink up. You'll be able to flex your length at some point, but it's not gonna be in a starter lock phase, but that's just a part of the process, okay? Another thing, expect for there to be less shedding than what it was with your loose natural hair, which is obvious because any shed hair is gonna be in the lock itself. You're still gonna have, you know, slight shed hair here and there, but at the end of the day, you're not going to have nowhere near as much shedding as when you had your loose natural hair. Another thing that I think is a very, very, very big thing to consider whenever you are starting off your lock journey is that your hair regimen, depending on your personality, depending on how you keep your locks, if you keep them with the loctician, if you DIY, you know, depending on that situation is going to depend on your products and your techniques and all of that. My lock regimen wasn't too much different than my loose natural hair regimen. Like, I still use the same types of shampoo. The only major difference was that I did not use cream conditioners anymore. I don't use conditioner on my hair at all, like literally at all. I don't use conditioner on my hair because I'm scared of buildup. And I know a lot of people might be like, well, I use conditioner and I don't have buildup on my hair. Well, that's fine. That's your journey. That's your technique. But I know for me and my hair has thrived by just using extra virgin olive oil or grapeseed oil. Those are the 2 oils that I go between whenever I'm doing my hot oil treatments, and that's how I keep my hair moisturized. Another tiny thing, well, I don't know if this is a tiny thing, but it is something to consider. Like, when you have longer hair, your hair is going to, it has a lot higher likelihood of marrying. And when I say marrying, what I mean by that is sticking together, especially when they're in that frizzy starter stage, like when they haven't solidified. They are going to be puffy and frizzy, and if you don't retwist your hair often, they might marry at the roots and they might marry along the shaft. You know, you might find yourself having to pull them apart. Just be gentle when you're doing that. Your hair has a lot higher likelihood of marrying and sticking together when the more hair you have, okay? Another thing I like to mention, whenever you have longer hair and you end up having longer starter locks, something that helped me, especially when I had my baby 2-strand twist locks, something that helped me to prevent them from unraveling was using a hair net. That hair net was so helpful. I would just put it on my locks before I would get under the sink, and then I would just concentrate on the roots, and then while the hair net was still on my head, I would kind of like cut my hair and wash it like that instead of like going down the shaft. That is going to help. I'm not saying it's going to 100% prevent them from unraveling, because if a lot going to unravel, it's going to unravel, but it really does mitigate having to go through and worry about a bunch of unraveled 2-strand twist locks, okay? Let me see. I think I mentioned everything. I really do. I think I mentioned everything. And I think to reiterate what I said at the beginning, like, your journey is your journey. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. It is what it is. Love your journey. Love on your hair. Like, our hair is comparable to plants. Like, really, like, I talk to my hair. I chastise my hair. Like, I'll be like, girl, what is you doing? Like, whenever I'm paying attention to one lock, and then I have some locks that just like be in my face, but I don't even want them. I'm like, I'm not even talking to you? Like, what are you doing? Like, I'll literally do that. And I strongly believe that our hair carries energy. And just like you put positive energy into yourself, if you do that, or into people that you care about, or just in people in general, do that to your hair too. You know, speak affirmations to your hair. Give your scalp massages. Like, just treat your hair well and your hair is gonna flourish. It's like a flower, it's like a plant. And that's basically it. For those who are interested in how my hair is looking, now my hair is, I don't have any color in my hair, but I have naturally brown hair, but I'm in the sun right now. But this is what it's looking like right now. All right, it's looking like this. All right, I'll turn around. Oh, ooh. But yeah, that's what my hair is looking like right now. I appreciate you if you made it to this point in the video. I hope you got something out of the video. And yeah, if you want to check out some of my other lock videos, I have a playlist, me and my locks. Go check them out. I also have another playlist, So Fresh and So Clean, where I talk about how I keep my locks clean. And that's basically it. If you like the content, like I said, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Check me out on Instagram, Nia the Creator, okay? And until the next video, bye-bye.